Hey Remarkable Lifers, this is KJ and today I am bringing you the fruits of Mexico. So, as you can see here, we've got some really cool stuff. I've got a thing of blackberries and some limes. And what was that, Craig? Okay, well, I think really we want to go with more like that. Let's try some of the exotic fruits that we have found at the market in Guadalajara. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is something that you guys may not be familiar with. This is a star fruit. This is also called a Fruta Estrella. And usually the ones I've seen, I have seen these in the US markets before, and they're usually a lot bigger, but this is something that's really, really good. You cut it and you see it's a star. Okay, I have notes on all of these things because I'm not familiar with all of them. So if you see me reading, that's what it is. So you do not eat the peel of this thing. It originates in Southeast Asia, but it's grown all over tropical climates. It's got a lot of compounds in it that demonstrate the potential to help fight illnesses, respiratory illnesses like flu. I dare to say the illness which shall not be named. But you can see here what I'm doing is I'm cutting the little peel off the sides, and I'm not going to do the whole thing because that would be very boring. But take the peel off, and you can see there are seeds in the fruit, and we're going to see what that tastes like. It's very fresh. It's very fresh, very light. It almost has kind of an apple, almost like a honey apple taste. So that's really good. All right, let's see if we can find something a little more exotic here. These here, I think these are really cool. These are called Plátanos Dominicos, and they're also known as dwarf bananas. Now, these are just one of many species of dwarf bananas, and they're just little bitty. They're so cute. You do these just like a banana, but they are supposedly a lot sweeter, and you can use them in all kinds of desserts, ice creams, all over the place. There's a variety that they do in Hawaii that they grow in Hawaii that's called a candy apple banana. Pretty interesting. So you can see it's just like a regular banana. Wow, it's a lot sweeter and a lot creamier than a regular banana. And these are grown in seven different states here in Mexico. It's rich in magnesium. It strengthens the immune system. It can help you avoid respiratory illnesses as well. This is really, really good. I'm just gonna eat it. But aren't they cute? Okay, these. I pulled these out and said these were limes. I was halfway joking. They are a type of lime, but these are called lima dulce. To Asia, they're grown all over Mexico. They're used in soups, drinks, dressings, marinades, and a lot of people use them to aid in digestion. You will see it looks kind of like a lime on the inside. It looks just like a lime actually, but it's supposed to be a lot sweeter. So let's see. Oh my gosh. You know how you bite into a lime and it's got that real sour, taste? This does not. Like at all. I could literally just eat those. That's really good. All right, let's set those off to the side. And let's see here. Okay, so this is the inside of a yucca. It is also known as a jackfruit. A lot of people are familiar with those. It originates in Southeast Asia. It is related to the breadfruit. And we will insert a picture here to show you what it looks like on the outside. But these are very large fruits. And so what you eat is the inside, these inside pods. And so you can buy them already, you know, prepared for you. And these pods look like this. It is the largest fruit of all trees. That's interesting. I mean, they're huge. The texture is kind of meat-like. It's got a subtle pineapple banana flair is what I'm being told. So let's see. It's very, very fibrous. So it's got a lot of fiber in it. Let's see. Yeah, I can see where kind of pineapple-y, honey. That's very delicious. Yeah. Craig's gonna have to stay away from my fruit stash in the fridge. All right, the next one. Let's try these over here. These are called Chicos Zapotes or Sapodillas. It is. Oh, this is interesting. So these have a curative property for dysentery, digestive issues. What's really interesting is the tree that these come from. The Mayans used it to make chicle, also known as gum. And they have a fruit, and that's the inside of the fruit. And you can just eat this raw. I'm gonna take a spoon here and just pull out some of this and show you. On these, whenever you buy these, you wanna make sure that they are soft to the touch, not real firm. If they're real firm, they're not ripe yet. You can see here, it's kind of got a brownish reddish hue. It's almost got a, like a cacao undertone, almost chocolatey. The texture is very pear-like, kind of, you know, a little bit of that grainy kind of a thing. But this is amazing. So, and then related to that is the Mame, or Mame. I'm probably saying some of these completely wrong. But these are actually a large berry, okay? And what's interesting is whenever you cut them open, you treat these like an avocado. And if you shake it, it should be like kind of loose to the touch, but not squishy. But when you shake it, you can actually feel the pit in there rattling around, which is really kind of neat. Now, these are very high in fiber, antioxidants. They're rich in iron. And you cut it like an avocado. And we're going to see there should be a big pit in there. And there it is. And you can see it's very fibrous. Let's see. Again, oh, it just peels out. You spoon it out just like an avocado. Now, this is a little more kind of a salmon color. This is used to make a lot of desserts, raw. They put it in popsicles, ice creams. Let's see what this tastes like. It's got a very creamy texture. Wow. It's not overly sweet. It's got a sweetness to it, but it's not really overly sweet. The texture kind of reminds me of like a papaya. It's very good. I would definitely recommend trying that. All right. Let's see here. Let's go for some of these. Now these little plums, cerulean, yeah. And they literally are like a little plum. They've got a very big seed in the middle of them. You wash these off and you just eat them. Now, you see the inside of that is a very, very like a deep wine red. These are some of the sweetest plums I've ever eaten in my life. These are wonderful. I love these. That's very, very good. So since we're pretty much familiar with plums, I'm going to move on to something a little more exotic. Let's look at these. Now, isn't that an interesting looking thing? That has a waddle name, and I'm going to mess it up. So,
El Coquito.
yeah, that's what those are called. El Coquito, I think is how you say it. These are actually grown in the Mexico state of Jalisco, which is where we live. Fun facts, this is related to pineapple. Okay, they're eaten raw, or you can put tagine on it, which is like a seasoning. Craig had some of this at the market with the tagine on it. It was really good. They also use them in agua fresca, liquors, all kinds of stuff. Now, they say that you can just peel it like a banana, but I'm having difficulties with that, so I'm actually going to cut the end of it off and slice it and peel it. And what you can see is it's very fibrous on the inside. Now, if you're going to be preparing these to eat at home, you know, you can be a little more careful with it, but I'm kind of just destroying this on purpose so you can see it. But the seeds and the inside pulp is completely edible. It's very white. Ooh, oh my. Wow. I was wondering where the that sour note from the lime went, and I found it. It's in this fruit that I cannot name. Really good. I can see where if you harvest these and take the fruit out and you put that tangine on it, that spicy sour mix would be really, really good. Wow. Those are really good. Very interesting. The next thing we're going to look at are these. Now, a lot of people have heard of these, but they're probably not familiar with the actual fruit. This is a Maracuyan, also known as the yellow passion fruit. These are tropical in nature. They're used in a variety of things, but they can be eaten raw. Now, from what I understand, eating them raw is a whole nother thing. So I'm going to use a knife here to kind of saw into this. Yeah. And that is what the inside of a passion fruit looks like. It's just a bunch of little seeds that are kind of coated. It doesn't look overly appetizing. So I know what the taste of passion fruit is, and I really like it. So I'm going to trust this, and I'm going to try it. Wow, I didn't realize I was going to be on one of those reality shows where you have to eat the thing that you're not familiar with. I can't get it. Okay, there we go. Okay, wish me luck. Yeah, the minute the taste hits your tongue, you forget what it looks like. It's amazing. This is a passion fruit. It's really neat. And I don't know if you can see the inside, but you can see down here, it's got like these little fingers on the rind, which is, I don't know, it's just interesting to look at. But I'm gonna set those off to the side. That's really good too. I can see where you might use those, like you could probably put those in a pitcher of lemonade or something and extract some of that passion fruit out. I bet that would be really good. Let's move on. This one here I'm being very careful with. This is called a guanabana. It's also known as a soursop, and it has been called the delicious tropical miracle. Now, whenever we were shopping at the market, our friend Alfredo, he was very, very careful with these. He wanted one that to me looked like it was practically rotten. I mean, it's very soft to the touch, but he said that that's the way you want to buy them. You want to eat them very, very quickly. And, but whenever they're, to this point, that's when they're the sweetest. So I'm cutting into this. It's supposed to have very white flesh, and it's used to make all kinds of desserts, agua frescas, all kinds of stuff. So there's the stem piece. You can see here, that's what it looks like on the inside. They're rich in phosphorus, iron, and calcium. These are supposed to be really good for osteoporosis prevention. It's also an antioxidant. It has antioxidants in it, and it lowers blood pressure and is very high in fiber. So let's see how this is. Seed. That's got the flavor of that is amazing. It's got a very creamy texture to it. Wow. It's almost like an apple and a coconut kind of. Yeah, that's my taste buds. I'm sure everybody's are different, but it's yeah, I can see where the delicious tropical miracle would come in. It's really good. Yeah. So that would be our little tour of exotic Mexican fruits that you can get at the market. Some that we picked up in Guadalajara, and get out and try some of this stuff. It's absolutely amazing. Make sure you do wash your vegetables. Here's a hint. I mean, your fruits. Here's a hint though. If you're not eating the skin, you don't have to go crazy washing it. Just be careful. I've never gotten sick from anything that I've eaten in a market. So get out there and enjoy yourself. Until then, if you haven't already, go find your truly remarkable life. Bye. If you have a passion for fruit, see what I did there, passion fruit? Come and join us whenever we go to the Guadalajara market and we pick up wild looking stuff like this.